Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about rack cards. Rack cards are cards about this size. In fact, they are this size because this is a sample of one. And it's just a small ad that talks about your program. And this one is advertising 1 week of martial arts. The idea with rack cards is to get them displayed in local businesses. The idea is to have a mini billboard being your rack card and something that people can take, gives you the information about your school. And there's two reasons. One is to get them interested in your school. Second is to feed traffic to your website. If I'm really advertising my website on these marketing cards, I'm going to drive more traffic to my website. Once people get on my website, can read about the information that's specific for the benefits they're looking for, or watch one of the videos, there's a great chance they're going to call my school. So again, rack cards are offline marketing for online results. Now, how do we get rack cards in business? Probably the easiest is if you have a mission to keep kids safe in your community and that you're teaching anti-bullying, of course, self-defense, your mission in your school is really to keep kids in your community safe. So I'm walking into a store and I go, hey, my name is Greg Silva. I've got the martial arts school down the street. One of the things we're really doing right now is have a campaign. We're trying to keep kids safe. We're working on self-defense, of course, and anti-bullying. Could you help us out and keep kids safe in the community? Could I drop some of these cards off and display them at your business? Really, it's that easy. Just approaching enough stores. And if you get enough stores and they say, hey, sure, just try to get good placement. If these are in a place close to a point of sale or close to the cash register, most people are going to see them and a lot of people will take them. Now, marketing cards do get results. So if I get 10 locations for marketing cards, there's a good chance one or two people per month is going to see my website. Now, if I have 20, that means 3 or 4 people can see my website. If I get 100, that could be 10 or 20 people that sees my website. So it really is a numbers game. They do work. Again, I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but I said in one of the first videos, nothing works great. So they work good. Now, if we want great results off something works good, what do we have to do? We have to do a lot of it. So your goal is to get 100 locations minimum within surrounding your school. Now, once you get them in a location, some people are going to take them, so they're going to disappear. Some managers are going to throw them away. Sometimes the cleaning crew just is going to throw them away. So you're going to have to go and make sure that they're still there. When you're putting them back, you either want to try to get them in a better location, change out the rack card, or build rapport with the owner. It's really important to build rapport with the owner. So as you're talking to them, and I could be at a Subway, I say, hey, we have a lot of students that love Subway. If you have some coupons, would love to, or I'd be glad to promote your business in my school. So you're showing them that if they help you, you're also going to help them. So that's really important. Now, to make sure they get done, rack cards have to be done in the system. I'm just going to tell you our system. When I get my rack cards, I put them in stacks of 30. I put a rubber band around them. The whole goal is to have my staff go out to different locations and replace 30, because 30 will take probably 3 or 4 weeks before they get around to emptying out, and I have to replace them. So it's a good amount. We have it so the girls who do the rack cards go out on Tuesday and Thursdays between 10 and 12. And I like to have 2 of them. If they go to a shopping center, one starts at one side, end of the shopping center, the other does the end of the shopping center. They work every store until they meet in the middle, they get back in the car, and they go to the next shopping center. We have our city divided up into grids, so we have 4 grids. So every day they go out, they're just concentrating on one grid. They want to service all the stores that they already have rack cards. And of course, if someone doesn't have a rack card, if we have a new business, we try to get it in that business. So again, the cards are important. Make sure there's a good call to action. I like putting on something like this because you're not having a chance to talk to someone about the benefits of martial arts. Your card is doing all the work, so you don't want to have the card have to justify a price. So good free offer. Make sure you have your website and your phone number. Again, the website's really important because we're trying to drive people to the website. Once they're on the website, they're going to educate themselves more about your school. They're going to see more about the benefits. It's a numbers game. 1 or 2 locations is okay. 100 to 200 locations is really doable. In fact, we had a team of 2 people go out when we first started our rack cards. In one day, we had 212 locations. So it can be done. It doesn't have to talk a long time. You don't have to be afraid to go in the store. Just go in with your mission. Hey, my name is Greg Silva. I've got the Christ School right down the street. We're on a mission to keep all kids safe in our community. Can you help us out? Of course, they're going to say yes. If I can just place these cards so we can help more kids in the community, it would really serve our school and really service the kids in our community, and just put the rack cards out. It doesn't have to have a stand. Some people wait till they get the plexiglass stand. This is a challenge. If you wait to get a plexiglass stand, first, you're waiting too long. You could be getting the cards out today. Second, you're going to find people who also do rack cards, and they're going to be stealing your stand or stealing your rack cards and choosing your stand. So make it easy. Just get packs of 30 of them. I told you I had my done packs of 30 with an elastic band around it. And the reason I do this is I want to make sure I can see exactly how many rack cards my staff puts out. So when they go, they put the 30 cards down, they take the elastic band, they roll it over the wrist, and they go on to the next door. When they come back to my martial arts school, I say, how many did you get out? They count out how many wristbands or how many elastic bands on their wrist, and I know exactly how many stores they serviced. Because again, you want to get this assignment assigned to your staff, but also you want to make sure your staff gets the assignment done. So again, rack cards are on the UP website under marketing materials. There's a lot to choose from. What you want to do is choose one that's looking for your target market. If you're a BJJ school, you want one that's adult martial arts, of course, or something with jiu-jitsu. If you're a kids school, you want smiling kids, if not birthday parties. So make sure you pick out a card that's structured for if it's an adult school or a kids school or your ideal market, and then get out there. When you get out there, also build rapport with the owners. The better rapport you get with the owners, the more you're going to be able to work with the other businesses in town. Here's one tip. Next time you're doing rack cards, you're going to locations. And I'm going to Chili's restaurant. I go, hey, how you doing? Just want to replace rack cards. Okay, go ahead. You know where to put them. I put them there. I say, how many employees do you have? And this actually happened, so I know the number. The Chili's restaurant I went to had 58 employees. I go, wow, 58. What I want to do is I'm going to give you 58 VIP passes. These 58 VIP passes are good for a free month of training. Why don't you give them to all your staff members maybe with their paycheck? Each one's worth $150, so there's a lot of value to these. This way, your staff members can use them. They can give them to a family member, or if they want to give them to a friend, they can give them to a friend. Count out to 58. Don't even wait for them to say anything. Give them the VIP passes. So now you're doing the rack cards. You're driving people to your website. At the same time, you have a great opportunity to build a relationship with those business owners and offer them classes for their employees. If you get their employees coming in, trying your program, there's a great chance you're going to get 1 or 2 students out of that. So again, numbers game, rack cards, it's a must-do, not only for getting the traffic going to your website, but building that relationship with the business owners, because you're going to need that later on when we start talking about promotional booths.